What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a John Taylor reaction. It's been a while since I've been back to the Autodidact EP, but we're going to go through what I believe is the final track. I think I've reacted to all but one, and that is Lonely Child. This is 1997, again, given that the entire EP is essentially, related to him and his history. It makes me think that these are perhaps feelings and experiences that he went through in his youth. At the very least, I think it taps into the idea of sometimes when you're growing up, the world feels like a big place, and maybe because of your home situation, whatever that might be, maybe there aren't always people around, so you kind of have to, make do with just your own self. So I feel like there could be a lot of autobiographical narrative here, but again, it could tap into emotions that are, if not universal, and indeed, hopefully, not all young people, have those type of feelings, or at least far too often. But yeah, ultimately, I think some of the best songwriting is not only personal, but it touches people precisely because it speaks to experiences and feelings they've had. So let's listen to it. This is John Taylor. The tune is Lonely Child, and it's from the 1997 EP Autodidact.
Birthday seems so long ago. Some days are hanging by a thread. You wouldn't notice you were meant to be an angel playing in the dirt, in spite of all the hurt.
might be my favorite from him so far. I really like that one. I love the emotional atmosphere of the Sonics is perfect, fitting to the themes. And yeah, it's funny, I was thinking, the idea that sometimes a very specific story that happened in someone's life that has nothing to do with you can nevertheless speak to you because of emotions and maybe interactions that you've had that are in some way related to or similar to, that other person's life experience. And it's funny, like, in a generational context, the idea that, like, man, I was raised to be a lonely child, and so, I see you, at home with, no brothers and sisters, but you don't have to be that lonely child. So there's a concern, a recognition of, like, a similarity of context and an emotional desire to not let this younger person, which I don't know if it's one of his kids, I feel like, you could read it, more generally, or presumably there's a specific person in mind, but he doesn't want that person to have to go through perhaps the tortured loneliness that he experienced, even though maybe on the surface of it, it looks like set up to be the same thing. So yeah, again, I enjoy the emotion of the tune both, thematically and sonically, where I think it was a really sweet and tender track, again, with some guitar that got a bit grinding and edgy, but generally a lot of the guitar was very floaty and smooth and beautiful. So yeah, sonically fantastic. We're done with the EP now. Again, I know there was a gap, but we'll keep going through the remaining catalog. Once again, big shout out to Seb for sharing this. And yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I'll see you next time. Peace.